Today, I want to share with you a few tips on how I make my week a very effective and successful week. The other time, I was talking to a teenager, and then he asked me, "Sir, how do you plan your week, do all the things you do, still have time for social media, still have time to write the way you write, and still have time to complete your daily task?" I got to ask myself the same questions. How have I been able to consistently do these things over the years? And then I realized that a couple of things I've been doing, maybe for me right now, I do it without even thinking. And I think I should share it with you, and this might help in a way or two. The first thing is when I wake up every morning, every single morning, especially on Sundays, I start with positive affirmations. I tell myself all the good things I know about me. I start by telling myself, Ukobong, you are the son of a king. You were bought with a price. You deserve the best and you are the best. I start by hyping myself. In Nigeria, we say, make I hype myself small. I mean, if I no clap for myself, nobody will clap for me. So I start by telling myself all the good things about me and all the good things I believe about myself. And subconsciously, by the time I tell myself, I make these positive affirmations, I tell myself, I deserve love. I tell myself I'm wonderful. I tell myself I'm beautiful and wonderfully made. I tell myself I'm handsome. I tell myself I deserve wealth. I tell myself that I attract all the good things of life. And certainly they all come to me within the week too. They all come to me because I affirmed and I confirmed it. I mean, I don't just say it. I've done it over the years and over a couple of times that it becomes a part of me. Even when I don't want to believe, because I've said these things to myself, I am forced to believe because this is who I am and this is a positive part of me. So I start by saying the positive part of me first before I ever look at the negative part of me or what might happen during the course of the day. The second thing I do is after my positive affirmations, I pray. I pray. After my positive affirmations, I get to look at my to-do list. I get to talk to myself and be very realistic with myself about the things that I can and I cannot do during the day. I have to do this, I have to do that, I make my to-do list a top priority, and that is exactly what I've been doing consistently. I tell myself this is the time scheduled for social media. This is the time scheduled for me to write. This is the time scheduled for me to read. And I get to follow it through religiously. Sometimes, trust me, we are humans, we just get carried away. And I won't kill myself. Again, I think about what I have to do in the long run. Apart from thinking about what I have to do now, I think about what I have to do in the long run. That means that whatsoever to-do list that I'm creating will have the things of utmost preference, the thing of utmost importance being placed top of the list. And those things that are maybe important but are not very urgent will come down a little below the list. So by the time I do all these things, I become super effective. I start seeing myself living an effective life. I start seeing myself being able to achieve more and still become the kind of person I want to become and still have that freedom of coming here on social media to joke, laugh, write, and all of that. I create my time. I schedule my time. I schedule. That's the most important thing to me. I create that time to schedule because if you plan to fail during the early if you plan to fail during the early hours of the day, then you should plan. You should fail to plan. Yeah, sorry. If you fail to plan during the early hours of the day, you are planning to fail. And if you plan to fail during the early hours of the day, just stop to plan. So that's basically how I run my day. I plan. It's all about planning. I plan, and try as much as possible, not just to plan, but also to see that I actually put to action the things that I plan. I try to make it work. I make it work. I do it step by step. And for those I can't do, I don't go kill myself. I'm just human. I just leave it. So I believe with getting to know these few things about what I do daily and what keeps me ticking daily and how I'm able to manage my life on social media and my life in real life and my job that pays the bill, I believe that you can take these tips, apply it in your daily life and become even more effective than I am. And see you at the top.